strap in. Jaloliddin.
Brilliant.
Jaloliddin.
You sound like my daughter trying to say something. Jaloliddin. When you highlight
When you misses.
I don't think that's the guy to follow. I've got Anth and James from Uruguay. I'm going to the Simpsons reference again, but where Homer points at the map. Hey Marge, look at this. There's a country called You Are Gay.
I think Ecuador.
Yeah.
Well, hello, and welcome to James and Anth's World Cup Sticker Odyssey. How are you?
I'm good. Well, hello. I'm fine. James, how are you, mate? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I'm okay. Like last time we spoke, you were at 7%, 6 or 7% enjoyment.
I was 6.5. Yeah, you're bang on,
and how are you now?
I'd say I'm creeping above 20%.
Really?
Yeah, you know what it is. The goalkeepers have saved it. Because I'm keepers union. I was always a goalkeeper growing up, and keepers union has saved it for me. I've enjoyed seeing the goalkeeping heroic.
It has been kind of a World Cup of goalkeepers, and also a World Cup with a little bit of magic back in it, I think.
If you take away America and how they're trying to ruin it as best they can, and FIFA, the football hasn't been bad. And Cape Verde has made me go, no, they can have it. Because we're British, we love an underdog story. We love an underdog, and that's exactly what that is. And you know what? I've enjoyed seeing it. I really have.
How's your first pet player got on this far?
He's played, he's started, he's captained, and he's come off on 75 minutes both games, contributing absolutely nothing.
Would you have it any other way, though? I mean, isn't that what?
Yeah, I would have had it another way. I would have picked a better player. I'd have picked a goalkeeper. Yeah, that's been crying at the end of every game. I didn't pick an underdog player. I know Doan's good, and Japan's not a bad team. I think they're better than people probably give them credit for. Yeah. I'm quite happy when we play. He's plodding along, and I think he'll come to life in the third game.
A lot of the narrative about Japan has been they keep getting called dark horses, but actually at this point, they've been in a lot of World Cups and they've been quite good.
They've always been okay, yeah. Did you see the manager get a selfie with Harry Kane?
I didn't see that.
Oh, it's like he's proper, but he's like, he's the manager of Japan, and he just stops Harry Kane. He's like, can I have a selfie? And Harry's like, yeah. And he's just beaming, like he's smiling. And I'm like, you're the manager of an international team. And he's just so wholesome, and I've really enjoyed that as well.
My two, Modiba at South Africa, he's played both games, done nothing really.
Brilliant.
Looked a bit shaky in the first game against Mexico, and then in the highlights that I watched against the Czech Republic, completely loses his man at the back post, and he should have scored. But you know, fair play, they came back and drew. And
he didn't score. That's the main thing. So he wasn't to blame.
No.
Do you think you may have cursed him?
I think quite possibly, yeah. Quite possibly, because like when we watched the highlights, he looked quite good. And he's looked completely ineffectual thus far.
Yeah, because he's the one that looked like a beast, didn't he? He looked like a big guy.
And he's actually about 3 feet tall.
Brilliant. Yeah. I didn't see that coming in the photo.
And then Steven Moreira of Cape Verde. And as we've already discussed, Cape Verde are kind of saving this World Cup a little bit for,
they really are.
for those of us who didn't really know anything about it, because it has that sense of who's this guy or who are these players, which is exactly why we're doing this.
Yeah, this is the whole reason this podcast was set up, because we don't know half the players for the big teams, never mind Cape Verde. And the other team whose name I can't pronounce. Curacao. They've done really well as well.
They have, yeah.
Yeah, they've been class, and I wouldn't be able to... I can name one player, that was right. We could name the player who played for Man U in Birmingham. I say that and then I forgot his name.
Taith Chong,
yeah. So he's the one player that I could name for them with help. But yeah, they've been good as well. So them two teams for me are what saved the World Cup.
Let's hope they continue saving it. And let's hope, neat segue, that our interest continues to grow as we open our packs.
Yeah. Ooh. That was nice. I liked it.
Ooh, that was good.
You're welcome, world.
Okay, so who have you got first?
Ali Al-Hamadi
of
Iraq.
Right, okay.
And I can tell you he plays in England,
but
he plays for Luton Town.
Interesting.
Little Luton. I didn't know they had any players representation in the World Cup.
No.
They might not, because this was obviously done before the squads were picked. But yeah, plays for Luton, and he's away to the World Cup. So not a player I've ever heard of. If I packed him on FIFA, he'd just be getting skipped in the bin.
He'd be gone.
Yeah, not a player that I'd be happily buzzing with.
Well, I too have started with an Iraqi.
Oh.
And I've got Marco Farji, I'm going to say.
Right.
Farji of Venezia.
Where's Venezia?
It's Venice.
Right,
yeah.
All right.
Venice of the Italy.
Oh.
Yeah,
nice.
I think from both of our reactions, we can say that we don't really care about them.
No, they can go.
They can go.
All right, ex-Man U player, plays for the Dominican Republic of Congo alongside Vissa, is Axel Tunzebi. He used to play for Man U.
Yes.
He's now at Burnley FC. But yeah, I do know him.
There you go, Anth. You've got
Get a point. Thanks to Football Manager, because he always had good prospects, and I was used to sign him on Football Manager.
How'd he get on for you?
I was all right. Just in and around for the tune.
I've got Joel Ordonez. I think Ecuador.
Right, yeah.
Famous for the Sash song.
Ecuador.
Yeah. Do.
Seen him at Icon once. Absolutely shit he was. He just kept playing the same two tunes and going like Ecuador, and everyone was just going. Yes. And I remember going, I'm not drunk enough for this.
Well, he plays for Club Brugge again. Not a particularly inspiring pick.
No,
for a pet player.
I'm quite happy though, because I've got 2 English players, two players that play in England. So no, I'm actually, as much as I'm not interested, I'm going to keep him about. I don't mind Axel, mainly because of Football Manager. Elijah Just plays in Scotland, but he represents New Zealand with big Chris Wood.
And man with porn stash. Ryan Thomas.
Ryan Thomas,
Ryan Thomas from
but
week
he doesn't have a porn. He's got a lovely 1990s porn. Like you could be in a boy band.
Do you know what that is? That is quite nice. He's... the curtains?
Yeah, the old school ones.
The old school curtains. Yeah. They were all the rage when we were younger.
I tried to get them, but only one side would curl and the other one went straight, and I looked like a right dick. But I kept at it for 2 years, so I tried. You know what I mean?
And you know what? God loves a trier, Anthony.
Thank you.
God loves a trier. Well, I've got arguably the first, I suppose like world class player that I've had thus far in our journey of Julian Alvarez.
All right, yeah.
Argentine striker of Atletico Madrid. I'm going to give myself a point.
You get a point, unfortunately.
A point, yes. Because he's a great player. But do you know what? He's one of those players that, for me, I think will inevitably be kind of consigned to history as kind of like and he was there too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I believe he scored in the World Cup final, or was pivotal to Argentina winning last time.
Other than Emi Martinez and Messi, most of the rest of the squad will be remembered for being there.
Yeah.
Also, I think unless it's very much a homegrown thing, unless you play in the Prem in England, we're not going to really remember you.
No, good point. Well, he did play for Man City for a while. I
thought he did, but then he mustn't have made much of an impact at Man City, did he?
No, I don't think. I think he was all right. I think he was all right, but I don't think. He obviously went to Atletico Madrid, and because he wasn't going to play in front of Haaland.
Yeah, nobody's banged into those again the other day. Next up is Federico Viñas of Uruguay, and he plays for Real Oviedo in Spain, in Espanyol.
What a journey we went on with that pronunciation.
Thanks, mate. Absolutely tried my best. But yeah, Federico Viñas, and again, I wouldn't know. I don't know who he is. I don't really know the Spanish league.
Where's he of? What nation?
Nation Uruguay.
Speaking of difficult pronunciations,
yeah.
Strap in. Jalolidin.
Brilliant.
Jalolidin.
You sound like my daughter trying to say something. Jalolidin.
Jalolidin.
Yep.
Masha ripoff.
It was a ripoff, yes. You were trying to say that, yeah.
Masha ripoff of Esteghlal FC. Not a Scooby-Doo, how to say it. Who he is.
What team does he play for?
I think he plays for an Iranian team.
Right.
Does old Masha Ripov. Also, I think he's niche enough for us to request this as a highlights reel.
Oh, absolutely. Good luck spelling it, totes.
Here he comes. You're going to see a hand. You're going to see a hand. There it is.
What a handsome hand that is.
Wasn't it? Do you know what? It's lovely. Lovely Lithuanian hand. I don't like those penalties.
Just run up and smash the goddamn ball.
I don't like those penalties. I
lost my temper with Harry Kane this week. I've lost my temper with Messi so far. Just hit the fucking penalty.
Yeah.
Or now, when your highlights package
misses.
I don't think that's the guy to follow.
This is arguably the lowest quality highlights reel. It's not a bad
It's just a reel. There's no highlights. It's just a reel. Honestly, yeah, enough's enough. Thank you for stopping that.
Yeah, thank you.
That's just a reel.
He doesn't even come close to making a pet player for me.
Mate, I don't know how he's made an international team.
You know what? Much as he's exactly the kind of player.
I thought you were going to put his sticker in the bin. I thought you were going to be like, no, he doesn't even go on my album.
Where he's gone. I don't know if I put him to the back. Right, okay. Producer Totes has got it.
That's fine. Honestly, leave him there.
Yeah,
he's hit the floor, and that's part of his highlights package. If you can see that card falling down, that's part of his package. That was shit.
It was disappointing, wasn't it? frequently I look at footballers and I think, you're not good enough to be a professional footballer. This guy's in a World Cup.
Yeah. Well, we think so. You just got to stick there at the minute. But
I'm sorry, Jalad didn't. Like,
no, I'm not apologising. No, go fuck yourself. Absolute dog shit. That was one of the worst things. You've ran at someone, you've turned around and ran backwards. Our coach, Sunday league and a shitty Saturday league. If my players done that, I'd haul them off. Never mind taking them to fucking America for the World Cup. Absolute dog shit. Do better. I've mentioned before, I've got a weird love of Hearts of Midlothian because of a player called Gary McSwagan, because I took him on as my own and now I support that team. I've now got, like, in 30 years' time, I've got to explain to my grandkids why I hate Uzbekistan, because one player whose name James couldn't pronounce had the worst package I've ever seen, and now I hate them. Like, Dad, Granddad, I've got a new partner. Where they're from? Uzbekistan. Absolutely fucking not in my house. I've got so I got excited with this one because I thought it was someone that I knew, and it's not. It's Diogo Costa, not Diego Costa, and he plays for FC Porto. Now, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is a good player. I'm pretty sure he's a defender, if my mind serves
I think he's
right.
a goalkeeper, you know.
Do you?
I think Diogo Costa might be a goalkeeper.
He looks like a goalkeeper, you son of a bitch.
I think he's that goalkeeper that is consistently linked with a move to, like, Premier League, like Chelsea, Man United, that kind of thing. So
just never comes off for him. I can't follow him because I don't want to watch Portugal. This World Cup's my issue.
The thing is, like, no time, close range, reaction
wow.
saves. Yeah, the reaction saves, the ones that are real, that the ones,
you just got no time.
You just got to put a hand out or a foot out or whatever. They're the ones I always think are the most impressive.
That one last night where it was point blank range and the keeper was already on the floor and he smashed it and the keeper I can't even think it was, just stuck his hand out and stopped it. It was fantastic to watch. D is class. And I apologise, Diogo, that I thought you were a defender when in fact you are a world class goalkeeper. But yeah, I can't. You know what it is? I've got too many people who think Ronaldo's the GOAT. And I can't stand him, you know.
Why don't you like Cristiano Ronaldo?
I just don't like the way he goes on. I think the way he holds himself, I don't think it comes across very nice. I think Messi does. Messi seems decent. I don't really like Kylian Mbappe because I think he comes across like a bit of a prick. I seen him on the F1 track and Martin Brundle tried to speak to him and his staff were chucking Martin away and I said, no, if you're on the F1 track, that's your right to speak. He gets to speak to you. And I just think he came across like a dick as well. But I've just, And Messi or Ronaldo? Messi all day.
I think that's fair. I think in terms of sort of their public persona, I don't think either of them has a particularly positive public persona in terms of Ronaldo and Mbappe. Messi's very driven by brand Messi and doing things for the good of Messi, but at the same time does appear to be more of a team contributor.
If he's got a 50-50 chance of scoring or he can pass the ball sideways and they're 100% going to score, Messi's going to pass the ball sideways. Ronaldo's going to shoot.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Portugal fall down.
Yeah.
And I've seen it this World Cup. Ronaldo wants to beat the man. He wants to make it about him. He wants to get in that position. Messi will pull off the man and then look for the ball across the pitch. Yet Messi's now the leading goal scorer in all World Cups and Ronaldo can't touch him.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Even though he's the team player, he's still doing it on the back of that. So yeah, for me, I've been having this argument all day with a lad called Callum. Messi is the best player.
The thing is that on the numbers wise, it's close, but on actual ability and pure aesthetics, it's not even close.
No.
Just watching Messi is like watching an artist paint a picture.
He's just he's fantastic. Everything, and he's still at that age. He's still chasing people down. He's still closing them down. He's still getting out wide. All of that, money can't buy. Like, he is absolutely fantastic.
My next player is Kamaldeen Sulemana of Ghana.
Yeah.
And of Atalanta in Italy.
Nice. No, none of it.
No interest.
Wow.
No, doesn't do anything for me.
I've got Nathan Nandez.
Nathan
Nandez. I'm telling you now. Look.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Nahitan.
From Uruguay. I'm going to
the
Simpsons reference again. Does that not live in everyone else's head? I'm sorry to bring up the Simpsons yet again on another episode, but where Homer points at the map, wets himself laughing, then goes, "Hey Marge, look at this. There's a country called You Are Gay. You Are Gay." And then Lisa goes, "I think it's pronounced Uruguay, Dad." And I remember being a kid just pissing myself laughing. It was such a good joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, he plays for Uruguay, and he plays for Al Qadai FC.
Is that Saudi or somewhere else?
I think
Qatar League or...
I'm not sure. KSA, I was going to go South Africa, is it? South
KSA? Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, yeah.
It's a Saudi team.
So yeah, no, don't really care. Who you got, man?
I've got The Spain goalkeeper, Unai Simon.
Oh, good keeper, to be fair.
Yeah, incredible, yes, incredible. And a point for me.
Who's he play for?
No,
you had to look, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Well, I knew him. I'll get a point. I'll take my point off. Do you know what? I didn't know who he played for.
Very competitive.
I did not know who he played for, to be fair.
Just like, I've heard of the guy.
He plays for Athletic Club.
I would never have known that either.
Are they the Basque team? They are the Basque. No, they're not the Basque team.
No.
Are they Club de Bilbao? Yes, they are. They're the Basque team.
What, where they're only allowed players from Basque to play for them, is it?
Yes, yeah. Which, if you don't know about as a story, is incredible. So read it. It's amazing. Like their history, how they do things. They're amazing. So
and the fact that they've stayed when they've got such a small pool of
a small pool of players.
A small pool of players. A small pool of players to choose from. To have a longevity is absolutely...
A longevity as well?
Yeah. I was going to stick with that. You can go fuck yourself.
A small pool of players for longevity.
Hey, they're good on to that team. They can do well.
Unai Simon. I mean, I think they're going to win the World Cup. I think Spain are going to win the World Cup. I think they had a bit of a slow start to my understanding, but like I think they're going to win the World. It's them or France for me. But that's my Take it from here now. Take it from here now.
This is not the episode for getting things right.
No, it's not. Speech and words. Who have you got? Who have you got last?
I've got Ishmael Diaz. Panama is the team. And he plays for Club Leon in Mexico. I mean, he looks alright, to be fair.
Is he worth a highlights reel?
You know what it is? Because I like Mexico and I don't know Panama. I'm hoping he's a forward-thinking player, but I would like to see Ishmael Diaz please produce our totes.
Is this him?
I hope so, because he's wriggled past 3 players.
Good. Proper penalty.
Yeah,
proper penalty. It didn't try and embarrass anybody.
That was a good touch. No, I'm going to, you know what it is? I'm going to follow this little guy.
Right.
I want to have a little bit of Ishmael Diaz, please.
My last player is Mehdi Taremi of Iran. Didn't know anything about him. Plays for Olympiacos. However, as a throwback to the previous episode where we discovered a very attractive Iranian footballer, we have another.
Yeah, that is a good looking bloke. Very symmetrical face, that's why.
We have another good looking Iranian footballer. They might have, one of the worst regimes in history, but they're very attractive people.
Maybe if we tighten up our regime over here, we'll get some.
Yeah, we'll become a more attractive race.
That'd be nice.
I don't really want to see a highlights package of him because I don't want to ruin it because he's a bit of a dreamboat.
Yeah, he might pull some faces that you don't like when he's playing.
Absolutely.
Or he might not have a highlights package and just have a package as well.
Yeah.
Which is less than ideal.
Yeah. Shall we move on to our World Cup memories, which is Ireland.
Right?
Yes. In 1994. Again, one of my favourite tournaments. I know it's widely derided as a tournament, but like the goal, I think, as a 9-year-old and being aware of the fact that I'm half Irish, that made me fall in love with football. So it was Ray Houghton's goal against Italy. Bang.
Fuck, that's a great goal.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Go on, son.
And he does the Robbie Keane role. I'm assuming Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane was but a child at this point. They were widely expected to be destroyed by Italy because the Italian league at the time, early 90s, was so strong. And they did that, and Ray Houghton did that, and they kept them at bay for the rest of it. And that's a team of like Albertini, Baggio, Pagliuca was in goal, like proper serious players and stuff. And little Ray Houghton did that. That
was such a good goal. The keeper's like off his line, he's just banged it inch perfect over him.
Yeah,
no, I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
That was class.
And then, because Ireland had done all right historically in World Cups previously, last couple, but then unfortunately they threw it away against Holland in the next round.
Right.
So there you go. But it was incredible. I remember that day. I remember running around the house celebrating with, sort of as a child. And I think that was, again, part of this whole journey is to go back to those memories. I guess you didn't remember that goal at all, no?
I did not remember that goal, no. I don't think, because England weren't in it, I don't think I watched it as much. Obviously, Italia 90, I watched because, I know that's the Euros, but I watched it because I had the Gaza videotape.
No, it was a World Cup. What?
Italia 90 was a World Cup, was it? Yeah. Well, the Gaza, I had the documentary, and not I must have paid much attention to it. But I remember watching the Gaza thing, and just that's what I fell in love with football for, was the Italia 90 thing, was the Gascoigne's glory. It was great. I really wanted to watch the Jack Charlton documentary.
Yeah. What, Finding Jack Charlton?
Yeah, and it's
incredible.
I couldn't.
Really?
I get myself worked up, and honestly, I've had to stop watching Casualty, man, because I cry every week. Like, I got to meet, I'm a big Newcastle fan, and I got to meet my dad and Amanda at a ladies' game a few years ago with my daughter Emma, and I said to them, like, honestly, thank you so much. I was like, I don't remember crying since, like, my dad died until you took over, and I shed a tear, like, thank you. And I had a big crack with them. My daughter got the photo, and I went away and I said that to my wife, and she went, you haven't cried since your dad died? You cried a Casualty last week. And I went, but he had cancer. Like, I cry a lot, so I couldn't watch the Jack Charlton. It's same as the Bobby Robson one. I think I had to watch that over 3 weeks.
I think the Jack Charlton one is sadder than the Bobby Robson one.
Because he's got the dementia at the time.
Yeah. Because it's, there's a really, really touching bit where his wife says to him, you're a big deal in Ireland, aren't you? And he goes, am I?
Yeah.
And I think...
That's the clip I've seen.
I think because it's such a cruel... It's such a cruel thing, to go through, and particularly someone who's lived a life like him. But, thankfully, for someone like that who has such an impact across football, there are moments like that.
And I got a lovely story. I'd done the BBC podcast on BBC Radio Newcastle for Newcastle. I got to interview Ando, an Ireland legend, and he said they went to Jack's house, and he's like, I must ask Jack, where's your World Cup? He's like, I try to distance everything. He's like, I try not to be a fan of anything. He went, but I had to ask him where his World Cup winners medal was. He says he just had an old coal fire, and he picked the World Cup winners medal out of the coal bucket, and he just went, there you are, son, and chucked that at Ando.
That's amazing.
And that's where he kept his World Cup winners medal, in a coal bucket next to his fire. And that lovely. Just blew me mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Ando telling us that story, and I was dead privileged, like he shared that one with us. So that was, So as much as I slag off Ireland, I love Jack Charlton, and I love the fact he got Ireland World Cup, and all, it was class. My memory's nowhere near as good as yours. Yours was touching, it was lovely, it was banging over a keeper. Mine's Keepers Union. I looked it up and I was like, oh, please let it have been the World Cup. I wanted to pit in the scorpion kick, but that was just a friendly against England. So mine is Ilka Casillas' save for Spain against Arjen Robben, 1-on-1. And that single-handedly to me, I know there was a lot went on before, but that won Spain the cup.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That one save. Robben should have buried that. Watch how good this is, because as a keeper, you're always told, go with your hands, watch. Bang.
Yeah.
That reaction to watch the ball and still kick out there to get your foot to that was absolutely fantastic. And I remember just being a goalkeeper watching that going, oh, everyone always tells me go with your hands. Well, fuck them. Look at that. Look what he's just done with his feet.
It's the bravery of standing up for a long time as well.
You've got to. You can't. It's poker. You can't show your hand. You've got to see what he's going to do, and you've got to then. And he'd send them the wrong way. Fair play to Robben, but the keeper just gets.
It's amazing, isn't it? What like a moment in a game of that magnitude can do. So Robben puts that away.
Netherlands going
to win, probably. I mean, obviously Spain were an incredible team, but Robben puts that away. You think, well, that's probably it. And actually, they stay. Then it goes into extra time. I think if memory serves.
Yes, it is.
And then Iniesta scores. And Spain got better and better and better as the game went on.
They were a good team, and that's what I mean. I know you're saying this Spanish team's probably got it, but I think out of all the teams, Spain's probably got the most stars.
Probably.
I will go as far to say that. Although I liked a really good thing the other day. Shakira's been at more World Cups than her ex-husband Piqué, which I enjoyed. But yeah, I think Spain's probably got the biggest celebrity pool of players, let's say. But I still think, as it stands...
You still believe?
I'd say football's coming home, but it already came home a couple of years ago with the women winning the Euros, because I was there wearing this shirt. But for the men's game, I think it is coming home this year. Unboxing.
You can be the first person. It's unopened.
Oh, well, if ever there was a cup made for me, it's the flag cup.
It's quite a thing of beauty, isn't it?
World Cup 2026. Are all 46 countries on there?
48.
40. Brilliant. Good. Oh, Scotland's on there twice.
Quite a thing of beauty, isn't it?
It's not. You know what it is? It's quite eye-catching. I'm okay with it.
And that, nice. Dear viewer, is what we're playing for.
That's what you're going to see with me when we chip your tits out at the end of this. Me just celebrating with the World Cup. I need to go on there every time.
And as things stand, as we wrap up episode 3 of the Sticker Odyssey, you are on 6 points.
Yeah.
And I am on 4. I didn't take the point when I see him on.
Good, you literally went, I recognise that name. I'll have a point. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Right, well, that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure.
And you.
And we will see you next time.